What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Proofing the Play, here for a basketball roundup. Uh, Wait till some people chime in. This is my first time really going live on YouTube, so bear with me. Hopefully, some people come in the next couple minutes and we can get it in. It's your main man, Proofing the Play, man, basketball roundup for this weekend, man. Yo, stay tuned, subscribe, please subscribe. Got to give myself at least a minute or two, man. Some great games this weekend. Some great games coming up. It's winter break, so it's going to be a lot of games being played this weekend. And so Terrell's going to be there. And main man Proof is going to be there. What's going on, my one viewer? How are you feel, man? Make sure you share this link right now. Anybody that wants to discuss the roundup, let me know. First roundup for this weekend, this past weekend that came. Uh, I'm going to talk about the games that I've seen, games that really impressed me. What's going on, everybody? If y'all can hear me, make sure you comment below. Any questions or anything you want me to cover, please comment below again. But I'm going to get right to it. Friday, I got to see two games Friday. O'Day versus Chief Self at O'Day, and Franklin versus Roosevelt was really a great game, actually. At O'Day, I just seen some pure dominance. Chief Self didn't have Elijah Jackson, which hurt them a little bit. Um, O'Day is really running at a high pace right now. They know what they're doing. Their freshman is playing well. You know, come February, you really going that's going to be a team you really don't want to play come February because they're going to be very well coached. And they blew Chief Self out by 20. Uh, in other news, though, Lincoln beat Wilson by 7 points. Nobody from Tacoma wanted to tell me that, but I got word they lost by 7 points. So their undefeated streak is kind of gone now. Lincoln's still undefeated, which is pretty dope. That they're undefeated, but Wilson lost to Lincoln, and I thought that Wilson had an edge, being that they had bigger bodies. They have Emmett Matthews, 6'7", UConn commit, and I guess it was just a bad shooting night. Some people say it was a bad shooting night. Other people said Lincoln's defense was actually superior. But the game that I went to was really actually turned to be the game of the night was Franklin versus Roosevelt. That Maui was giving buckets out in the first half. But I think that I'm getting messages. Sorry, you guys. So I think that Franklin has a good team, and you don't know who's going. Maurice is going to give you buckets, but you don't know everybody else can give you buckets as well. I think Marquand is really going into his own and really feeling the I am a point guard mentality. He's not looking to score every time down the court, um, but he's picking his spots very well. He was struggling from the field, but in the last 5 minutes, he turned it up and turned into Bebe. Got an and one jump shot, and then threw two assists to win the game. The assist to Jelani for the buzzer beater gamer. Game's over. Jelani Tober struggled from the field, but he I just like the fact that Coach Jackson still had confidence in his shooter to have him shoot that last shot. Because Jelani didn't make a jump shot that whole game. I think he shot like 4 or 5 jumpers and didn't make any of them. As a matter of fact, he shot a jumper with 50 seconds to go and he bricked it. And so, he was down on himself. But Coach Jackson having the confidence in Jelani to go back to him was superior, I feel. That just shows that he's trusting his team and what he's coached them, and making sure he's getting confidence in all of them. So I really admire that. Saturday I went to Renton versus Juanita. Renton has a good team, man, but I think in order for them to be great, they got to start taking a lot of more charges. I mean, they're not a big team, but they allow other teams to get in the game, like Juanita, that number 22 for Juanita. Oh yeah, and Ryan Troutman. They really made that game very interesting because none of Renton Indians were actually trying to take a charge. They were either jumping and trying to block it and fouling them, or just letting them through and letting them in the paint. So that was my thing. Tonight, game of the night tonight is Edmonds Woodway versus Bothell. This will be my first time seeing Bothell with Cameron over there, and big fella. I can't wait to see this and see how Mudong Ball really, because now he's getting challenges. Raekwon Battle was a challenge to him. Now he's going up against Cameron Tyson, and that's a challenge too. He's a shooter. We're going to see how he can work out. He's going to lick his wounds a lot because, this is his first time being the man, so he's going to lick these wounds a lot. But I really think he's going to come out on a good end of that note. That's where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be at Bothell. I'm going all the way out there to Bothell. Okay, that's a great question, Jonathan. Rainier Beach is number one. Just by what I've seen, they're number one team. Garfield is number two. Franklin's number three. I think Lincoln's number four. By them beating Wilson, I think it really solidifies them as being one of the top in the state. Because preseason everybody thought Wilson was going to take it, but Wilson, and my fifth one will be a toss-up. It's about 3 or 4 teams that could really place in that top 5. Timberland being one of them, with Big Eric Stevenson and Eli Morton. They really are doing some things out there in Lacey. Cleveland with C.J. Ellaby, I just don't know how their guards are going to really play, and I think they need to step up to the plate. By January 15th, I think I should really know who's really, top, because everybody should be in their groove by then. And O'Day is a very, very scary team, man. Out of all of those things, and O'Day plays Timberline this week, actually. Matter of fact, and Timberline plays O'Day at Curtis Thursday at 5:30, and I'm gonna be there for that. But I think they're all in that right there in the cups of that 5th spot. But like I said, Rainier Beach, Garfield. Yeah, I mean, for once in looking at basketball, I've seen KP to have spurts of him being a phenomenal player. Then I had, mental, downfalls, up peaks and valleys with KP. But this is the first time I actually seen him at his peak and being consistent. And it's just, he's in his bag right now, man. And if ain't nobody else got a bag bigger, just leave him alone. Just move out the way. Okay, foul him or something. You're gonna have to do something other than that. KP's really on his groove right now. He got some great supporting pieces. Trey Anderson, Freddie Roberson. He got, Kenny. He got some great pieces to go with him, and allows him to do his thing, which is great. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's just my basketball roundup. I am going to be at Bothell tonight. I got to see that game. I haven't seen Cameron Tyson play. It's another D1 prospect over there at Bothell. I forgot his name because it's a, yeah, and I'm glad more people are showing up, man. It's your main man, Proofing the Play basketball roundup. If you have any questions or comments or something that you would want me to cover, please just comment on down below, and we can get that in. I can answer it to the best of my abilities. Like I said before, it's your main man, Proof Play. I'm a total gym rat. I stay in the gym more than I stay anywhere else. If I could, I would probably put my room in a gym where everybody plays at, so I can just walk out, see everybody, and walk back home. You know what I mean? But Mr. Basketball Roundup. Listen, there's so many games being played this week, and I'm gonna make sure you guys are aware of all the games. I think I'm gonna start going live on Facebook, off of Facebook, and just go on YouTube and try to really get my subscriptions up, get my viewers up. I think this is a better platform for myself, and man, hopefully you guys keep tuning in. You know what I mean? It's your main man, Proofing the Play basketball roundup, man. Bothell versus Edmonds Woodway at Bothell. Okay, be on the lookout for that, man. It's your main man, Proof. I shot you.